Hey guys, this video is going to be good vibes only. You see that beautiful blue Peterbilt up there? That's a sign of society and especially the agricultural industry coming together. When someone needs help, you help them. Watch this, guys. So, good vibes only. Today is a new day. Today is going to be better than yesterday. Yesterday we had some things that we're not even going to talk about in this video. However, sometimes things happen. And in yesterday's case, non-farming related, it was an unfortunate day. We're not going to go there because, like I said, this is a good vibes only video. That's where I'm kind of distracted as we turn the drill around here. There are some exciting things happening. There are exciting things happening just today with the farm, and we're going to show you a few. But the moral of today's story is when someone needs help, you help them. And yesterday we had a really tough day with some things going on. Like I say, most of which non-farming related. It was a really tough day, and a friend of mine offered to give us a hand. And what that entailed was running to go grab seed at a local seed vendor in central Alberta, Didsbury Seeds, so that when I did get back in the drill yesterday, I could get seeding. And I am so thankful. Thank you so much. You know who you are, for going and grabbing that seed, and let alone just offering to help. You knew I was going through some stuff and I could use a hand, and I took you up on that. So that's just one small way. I think as society we can all work together. When someone needs help, you help them, and that's kind of a story around our farm. Anyway, when sometimes you're on the receiving end of that, it really makes it sink in, and just it's pretty humbling. So for the one time here and there that you have to take that help, there's a ratio. You probably have to offer that 5 more times to other people for the one time that you accept help. So thank you very much to you know who you are, for helping out. Today's a good day, good vibes only, and the equipment's working well. We're not going to jinx anything, but everything is going really well. Like I say, we're going to be tickling on a record here for the farm, at least with our Fast Track and Horse Avatar combination tractor and drills. We're going to be striving to get to a 200-acre goal today. Honestly, I know we're going to be seeding well into the night. We'll see what happens before midnight for technicality purposes, but you know, essentially one solid run with the drill. There have been years in the past where we don't turn the drill off for, I think our record's like 76 hours. It hasn't been turned off for it. We're not going to be going all night tonight because I don't have the relief staff to run all through the night. So we're not going to be doing an all-nighter, but we are going to give her one big long go today. And records are important. Records are fun, and we've got a chance of doing this today. So let's see what else we can get done. And I got some exciting news for you. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, as they say. Anyways, our fleet might be changing. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a couple pieces of equipment on the farm that we could sell and replace with something cooler. Oh, something's brewing, guys. I don't mean to drag this on, and I'm not really that superstitious, but I'm stupid-stitious. I think you're gonna have to wait for the next video. I shouldn't talk about it in case it doesn't happen. But anyways, we're working on something kind of pretty darn exciting. You guys are gonna want to stay tuned. This summer is gonna be transformed if it happens. And when I mean summer, I mean July and August, because that's our hay production months. So I'm excited. We have some optimism. We have some pretty cool opportunity ahead of us. If this, what do I call, fleet modification were to happen, this hand season is gonna be sweet and a lot more stress-free. Stress is the hardest part of farming. I feel like stress is not something that should be taken lightly. I try to deal with it the best I can, but it still gets stressful. However, the change that we are making, a big reason to change, make the change is strictly stress related. So I hope it happens, guys. I'm gonna stop talking about that and kind of baiting you. I'm not baiting you on purpose. I'm just trying to explain to you why today is such a good day. Today is a good day because friends, family, fun running equipment, a bit of camaraderie within the agricultural industry, hopefully in all of society as well. We're all in this together, so man, today's a good day. I am just on cloud 9, making a silly YouTube video. I'll just throw the drone in the air for you guys. Check out what we're working on. Look at this. All right, just to describe to you here what we're doing. Obviously, we're in the JCB Fast Track 4220, the legacy version that we own of the JCB Fast Track. We're hooked up to our 8-meter horse avatar, no-till drill. You guys have seen that. You've seen the track before, so we're not going to go down those roads. However, we are going to go down the road of what we're doing today. What we're doing is seeding triticale and barley blend. We're running AB Stampeder. Yeah, Stampeder, and it's mixed 70-30, so 70% AB Stampeder triticale, or triticale, depending on where you are in the world, and we are running a smooth on barley. 70-30 mix. This was our hottest seller last year as far as blends of silage bales go. The reason we are not seeding very many acres of it this year is in the last 3 years, we've seeded a lot of triticale on our acres and on our farms. So we are pulling back a little bit for a year. Obviously, you don't want to promote insects and disease, things like that, by growing the same crop back to back. So we are gonna just spread it out a little bit. And this field has only ever seen the triticale last year, and this was fall triticale last year. So this was actually planted in the fall of 2023. We can go back to some aerial shots of this. This particular field in 2025 had a wireworm problem, and with this same horse avatar, we direct seeded some annual ryegrass into this field last year, and it made fantastic feed. In fact, we still have a little bit of it left, which is actually shocking. If anyone needs some feed, that was really good stuff. Anyway, last year was a really big demand on this triticale barley blend that we've grown in the past and had good success with. So we are going to throw some more in to help those clients with the product that they love, and we're going to throw this blend in. Yes, we have our seed treated for wireworms in this field this year, so that will not be a problem. We were thinking of growing something in this field that was wireworm resistant as far as the crop goes, but in the end, a lot of things come down to money, right? And this was a very hot seller for a product last year, so we're going to grow it in this field. Back to back, last year it was a pure triticale stand, but subsequently with an annual ryegrass direct seeded into it. So not only are we going to grow that here this year, but we have treated the seed, so we won't have that same wireworm problem. Last year this stuff sold really well, and we need to continue that trend. And we've got clients that love this product. We've grown a lot of it in the past few years. This year, out of all of our fields, only 2 fields are going to have this triticale and barley blend. So we'll keep those clients satisfied. As you saw in our crop planting video, we didn't really talk about this one quite as much because this is a cereal, and we were kind of focused on the grasses and legumes, sorghum Sudan grass in that video. So we'll just go with that.
almost overflowed there?
Well, we know she's full. Oh, Kyle, you see them motorbikes?
Ripping.
Yeah, they're just ripping home from the hotel. That could have been us if we were irresponsible and didn't have a farming addiction.
Yeah, Saturday nights are supposed to be for the boys. But today it's for the boys in the field.
Boys, the seeds, the ground, the paycheck that may or may not come. Farming ain't easy, but it's sure addicting, hey?
So addictive.
I know a lot of you guys are watching we get comments from Australia, Europe, all over North America.
Even today for lunch, someone came up to us. We didn't know.
Oh, you're a celebrity, Kyle. You need me to get the GPS going for you?
Someone's got to.
I'll get you turned on, Kyle. Why does it smell like Subway in here?
Should be like Subway and what Subway smells like after you eat it.
Subway and post Subway?
Let your imagination work with that
There'll be a
one.
lot of post things that are worse than Subway.
Yeah.
Just like that, Kyle, you're turned on.
Ready to go.
Let's go. Why don't you guys ride with Kyle for a bit? You guys are probably sick of me.
We'll call this video Come Along With Me while we float the field. Today's a big day for me. Dave and I have been talking about this stream for a long time. We got 2 fast tracks running in the field. One of my first few times using the hay flow, but we're actively floating the field. We got David in the drill. Got a nice friend of ours who's let us use his tender trailer and truck. Beautiful truck, by the way. And man, we're just doing it. Enough talk, let's just get to work. Look, Mom, hands free. It's beautiful sunset. As you can see behind me, the mountains are now gone, but hay float's doing its job. I'm doing my job. Feet kicked up. What a beautiful view.